So, let's get going. Learning isn't working, because if you're going to title your own talk, why not be incredibly sensible and just aim for something small? I go to a lot of L&D events, speak at them, attend them, listen to a lot of people in L&D, and I'm struck by two things as I do that this year. First things first, I love L&D. It's an awesome space full of exciting people who are energized, who want to do good. But, and there's always a but when you say you love an industry, isn't there? Everything is sounding sort of the same. The conversations we're having are conversations we had in like 2014, and that's a little bit terrifying, to be perfectly honest. Fine if everything's going great. Surely it means we're doing everything right. But when only 23% of the global workforce say, yeah, I'm engaged in what I'm doing, maybe not. But we've worked really hard on well-being and mental health. You've all seen the e-learning. So that'll be like incredibly, incredibly good compared to where it was 10 years ago. Or not. It's a good number. It's not zero. It's not bad. But we all know L&D is about keeping talent. It's about holding on to people so they want to work for you because they get to develop inside your... Oh, dear. So, we might not be doing an outstanding job in L&D, and I say that with love, and I include myself in that. It leaves me kind of stood in a place, maybe called Main Street, asking what's happening. That's a barbershop quartet joke for those in the know, which is no one, clearly. My wife was right. But that's fine. No problem. Look, L&D's in a bit of a rut. We've fallen for a little bit of a trap. And I call it the workplace education trap. We like to think we're teachers. The problem being that employees aren't children. Treating them like children actually makes them worse at their job. We've forgotten what we're here to do, which is not learning. Learning is not what anyone goes to work for. They go there to perform. We're supposed to be about facilitating performance improvement. And what's more, we used to know this. Not recently. We used to know this and we used to do it in the 1970s. Yeah. This is like the Bible for how to do good L&D work. But no one talks about it anymore. Because it's not exciting and it was written in the 70s, so there aren't any colour pictures. In there, we spoke about environment before individual. We spoke about making sure people have the resources and the information they need to do their job well and available to them when they need it, rather than knowing information off the top of their head and doing learning. Now, training itself and learning is exciting and awesome and inefficient and usually ineffective in most organizations. Again, I say it with love, L&D, I really, really do, and I count myself in this problem. Enter AI, which, as we know, is just making everything better all the time. It's helping in every instance. When it comes to AI, we think of it as this. We think of it as a personified element within our business. We should, of course, be thinking of it as the world's smartest screwdriver. It is a tool that does one job very, very well. And if you need a screwdriver, it's awesome, but if you need a nail gun, you're going to have a bad day. So when it comes to adopting AI in L&D, we need to think about three really big things. Identifying your mandate for adopting AI in your business, setting your risk profile, what are you willing to gamble, and then ideate, prototype, test, and kill or scale your ideas really quickly. That's it. That's all you need to know about AI. Back to performance. Performance facilitation, or facilitating performance improvement, I should say, should be the absolute North Star of every L&D function. I've spent a lot of time so far telling you what's wrong in the L&D space. I want to use the last 3 slides, just 3, to fix all of that. So, and I can't do the voice before anyone asks. I know, sorry. It would be better, I realise. First things first. We need to really refocus on performance as a function. We need to stop talking about learning, engagement, NPS, how beloved the L&D function are among our people, and instead say, what are we doing to contribute to the business's performance, the bottom line figures? Then we need to rebuild trust. L&D's done this weird thing, especially with HR. Like a teenager, we're our own thing. We're our own special snowflake. We're not part of HR anymore. And it's really silly. That trust is how we deliver. And we need to be radical but essential in our business. Yes, we want to do the exciting stuff, but day to day, we have got to deliver on the numbers that matter. Thank you very much for listening. My name's been Tom. If you want to connect, QR code's there.